Strap in, hold on tight, and get ready for an exciting ride to the Scholastic Book Fair. Find books with twists and turns, and ones that are on the fast track to fun. We have books that will make your heart soar and your pulse race. The books you'll want to read and own are at your Scholastic Book Fair. Be there.
Welcome to Shadow House. But beware, the house will invite you inside and keep you forever. It will reveal its ghosts and then watch them haunt you. Think you can escape? Shadow House is calling you. Look for Shadow House at your Scholastic Book Fair.
My name is Joseph Landau, and I am a Jew. The Nazis have ordered my family to leave Germany. We have a few days to get out, or we will be sent to a concentration camp. We are going to meet my father in Hamburg and board a ship to Cuba.
Cuba isn't safe anymore, Isabel, my father tells me. There are riots throughout Havana. People are starving. In order to survive, we must reach America. We leave tonight. And
nothing is left after an airstrike destroys our apartment in Aleppo. Everything we own is in these backpacks. We're trying to reach the border of Turkey, and from there find a smuggler who can get us into Greece. Once we're there, we can be granted refugee status. If we make it, we'll be safe.
If we make it, we'll have a new life and freedom.
Look for Refugee at your Scholastic Book Fair.
Hi, I'm Neil deGrasse Tyson. I'm a scientist. In fact, I like to think of myself as your personal astrophysicist because I specialize in space. And recently we put out a book called Star Talk, the book. Star Talk is a TV show, radio show, podcast that I host, where on that program, we find all the ways that science touches everybody's lives. The way it touches what you do, what you read about, movies you've seen. And we ask questions like, if being a zombie really came from getting a virus, how would that virus actually spread? Just as an example. Or have a discussion about the powers of superheroes. Which ones can happen, which ones could not happen. And if I were a superhero, which superhero would I be? I'll tell you. I'd be Batman. You know why? Because at least he's human. Right? So it's kind of sort of realistic, all right? Not Superman or Thor, but Batman. You just give him some technology around his belt, and then he kicks butt. Other things, if you're traveling to Mars, what should you pack? How long is the trip? And how do you go to the bathroom in space? Everybody wants to know that. You're in 0G, okay? So all these questions are addressed in this book, no matter what page you part. There's a question at the top of each section. And you say, wow, I always wanted to know the answer to that. And there's some question you never even thought to ask that you want to know the answer to. So you want to see this book? It's at your Scholastic Book Fair. Check it out.
People say that money can't buy happiness. Then again, people say all sorts of crazy things. $50 million would solve all my problems and then some. I could afford the college of my dreams, pay off my brother's student loans. My parents might actually start getting along again. Of course, being a multimillionaire might create a bunch of new problems. I think Mom and Dad will go back to loving each other after their financial worries are gone, but what if they don't? And what about Seth? He probably doesn't even like me. Not the way I like him, but what if he does? How do I know it's just for me and not my money? Maybe being ridiculously rich will be more trouble than it's worth. Looks like I'm about to find out. Look for Lucky in Love at your Scholastic Book Fair.
young survivors of a plane crash may not survive what comes next. Impossible lands to cross, terrifying creatures, and the greatest danger of all, their own secrets. Horizon. Read the book, then join the race for survival in the Horizon digital game.
Kara and I have been best friends since the 2nd grade. She's my rock. We're total opposites and yet the same. So when she said she wanted to check out a commune called The Haven, I was game. It was a little outdoorsy for my tastes. Living off the land, working together, all that hippie kind of stuff. But Kara loved it. And now she's one of them. I've learned some things about the Haven since Kara went to live there. It's not what it seems. The people who live there are hiding a deadly secret. And now it's up to me to save my best friend before I lose her forever. Look for Girl in a Bad Place at your Scholastic Book Fair.
Hey, Cameron, are you coming to class?
At Sycamore Middle School, Cameron Boxer was a nobody, and he made every effort to make sure it stayed that way.
Okay, kids, turn your book to page 47.
His life was all about video games. His biggest goal? To win the rule-the-world gaming competition. And he wasn't going to let anything get in his way.
Cameron, let's go. We're gonna be late.
But when his gaming became too much, his parents insist that he join a school club, or else. So he created his own, a fake club. But Cameron never expected that his fake club would be the very thing threatening his slacker lifestyle, and that a beaver would be a big part of it. From best-selling author Gordon Corman comes Slacker, the hilarious story of a kid who set out to do as little as possible and ended up achieving the impossible. Look for it at your Scholastic Book Fair.
A shy, lonely child. At the young age of 13, Dietrich Bonhoeffer chose his life's path to become a minister. His family thought it would be a quiet, uneventful life. Then, everything changed. It's 1936, and Europe is about to be engulfed in the flames of a world war. Political prisoners are rounded up in the middle of the night. All German children are required to join the Hitler Youth. Persecution and fear cast a dark shadow over the land. But as others try to flee the coming storm, young Dietrich sails straight for it. He knows the Nazi regime must be stopped. He knows he must speak out and take a stand against the injustice he sees all around him. In the ultimate test of courage, the young pastor will do what few others will dare. He will become a spy and dedicate himself to helping end a ruthless dictatorship. The Plot to Kill Hitler is the moving and incredible true story of Dietrich Bonhoeffer. Sometimes the most unlikely heroes are the bravest.
It's a dog's purpose to find the right owner. It's the way it's supposed to be. It's what's supposed to happen. So imagine the perfect puppy just found you and you know you're made for each other. That's what happens in Molly's story. The moment Molly and CJ meet at the shelter, they can tell they're meant to be together. But CJ's mother hates dogs and will do anything to keep CJ and Molly apart. Now CJ must hide Molly in her house without her mom finding out. At first, it seems like a big game to Molly. But will she learn the rules of this strange new hide and be quiet game? After all, it's not easy to stay silent when you're a curious puppy with a new world to explore, treats to earn, and your very own human girl to love and protect from danger. Follow Molly and CJ as they struggle to stay together. Because being a dog means you have an important purpose. And sometimes, love is the most important purpose of all. Look for Molly's story at your Scholastic Book Fair.
It's time to take your gaming to a whole new level. Game On 2018. The greatest moments in your favorite games. And the funniest games with your favorite characters. In the only book by gamers for gamers. Game On 2018. Find it at your Scholastic Book Fair.
Look for these great books and more at your Scholastic Book Fair. Hold on tight. It's going to be quite a ride.